Hello, my name is Joel, and you know what? I decided to borrow and read a book called The Summoner, Chronicles of the Necromancer. It is a very interesting foray into a new fantasy universe where magic is real and is quite subdued in some degrees. The main character is a prince on the run from his mad brother, along with a bard that I don't really remember anything about. He doesn't really do much in the way of bard. He's apparently trying to learn some songs, but yeah, that's about it really. So, the main character is Triss, and then there's some traveler sellsword they pick up on the way. He also is followed by a captain of the guard, I believe it was. And then they meet up with the princess from a different kingdom who doesn't want to marry Triss's evil brother Jared. And the evil brother managed to kill his father, his sister, and most of the family. And he's in cahoots with a evil, power-hungry, cruel wizard who seeks the power of spirits. I think he's trying to become a necromancer and unleash an evil king called Obsidian King. Oh, that's a double negative, I suppose. Oh, right. Never mind, don't mind it. So, the goal is to learn about Triss's power, controlling the dead and the undead, and bringing the spirits of the fallen and the vengeful of the past onto the next life in the name of the lady. So for a fantasy novel, it's an interesting adventure. It was very captivating, but I have only read the first book so far. I don't know if more books have been made, but yeah. For someone's first attempt at making a story, I can at least say that I was entertained. And what more can I ask for in a book? I mean, I read so many sketchy crossovers and fan fictions in my time that, yeah, a decent fantasy story is a good change of pace. Oh, and yeah, I do realize that I more or less spoiled the main points of the story, I suppose. But I haven't really covered all of the events that leads up to this point. I'll leave that for you to decide if it's worth it. So yeah, you have a annoying bard, a very strong-willed healer, a traveling swordsman, a rogue, a swordsman, a princess with a sword, and a summoner. But yeah, they call him a summoner, but let's face it, he is a good aligned necromancer in training. Because he is dealing with the dead, the undead, and people of the afterlife. And yeah, it's an interesting and action-filled journey. And if I have any, and I dearly hope the next book will not lead towards the dreaded love triangle. And of course, along the way, he needs to find some allies amongst the kingdoms. There are 7 of them apparently, and yeah, find a way to defeat the evil brother, prevent the bastard of Obsidian King from returning from his prison, while also besting the power-hungry mage, who is in cahoots with the brother. But let's face it, he's probably just controlling the brother, and it's gonna turn him into a rage-filled puppet and murder him. So it's most likely that the brother became evil or cruel and wicked more so, due to the influence of this evil wizard, who runs around with a sphere capturing souls and torturing people. You know, the average blood magic. And of course there's something about the solstice, where the undead and the living and the dead are closer than usual and performing a ritual. So, if I am assuming how the story is going to go, the wizard, I can't remember the name of or pronounce it, is probably going to backstab Jared, who is going after having a harrowing fight with his brother Triss, and there's going to be some soul shenanigans and undead. After they have gathered an army and marched towards his kingdom. And then we will probably have to deal with a Dark Lord situation, where the evil... I keep using the evil too much. Where the cruel wizard is thinking he can get powers from the king, from the Obsidian King. But we all know that this is not going to happen. Because if the story follows the typical beat of fantasy novel, the Obsidian King will either take over his body, kill him, or both. Or turn him into just a meat puppet. A convenient conduit for his own power, and just take over the stupid sod who is seeking power. Which is by the definition of evil, really. Seeking power at any cost. No matter who you need to sacrifice, kill, murder, maim, and mutilate. So yeah. A Summoner. The first book of the Necromancer Chronicles. It's decent. It's entertaining, even if I don't really remember most of the characters' names or descriptions. And that the bard is... it's not much to write home about. Hopefully he will eventually write some songs and be a bit more of a musician or a troubadour. For now, I'm Joel and I'm signing out, and have a good one.